And hello! We're waiting for my game to kick in. There we are. There's Gale! And I just messaged Kel something. But, alright, so here we are, and I have decided I cleared all of my journal. You don't be looking at that person or that person. And so what we're going to do is not pick up a single quest that isn't an MSQ marker. So unless it has that, we're not touching it. So going back and fighting the primals again, doing so everything in here is either an extreme or a bonus dungeon that has minimal flavor. Even the stuff over here, well, I don't know what that is, but this one here, Legacy of Adelag, that opens the Crystal Tower raid. We're not going to touch any of it until we get into Heavensward, or we're somewhere in 3.0, and we happen to come back to Mor Dhona, and then we'll pick them up then. Because then we can take our time, but we don't know when the patch is dropping, but July is right around the corner. So we're just going to steamroll through MSQ and not worry about any bonus flair, because side quests and things like that are not going to be as flavor-filling and essential in the story progression, because we're just getting to 3.0. And then once we get to 3.0, we can take our bloody time. So we've got 3 MSQ slots open here, because if we remember, we have decided, Alphino pressured everybody, that we are leaving, the Scions of the 7th Dawn are leaving Ul'dah. We are leaving the Waking Sands. This does not mean we get rid of our Sands tag, because there will still likely be trips back to the Waking Sands at various times, and it's always nice to have it there. It's a reminder of how many times we went there, now that we have, an Aetheryte here. But in our move, I'm sure there will be a few more trips back. And so in doing so, we have come. Slaffborn is the head of the Adventurers Guild here in Mor Dhona, and so we're ingratiating ourselves to him and gonna help him out a little bit. Minfilia was just reunited with Flamin, her adoptive mother, and we ran on the little errands, fixing her earrings and getting her some perfume. And so now we're going to pick up and see what we can do to help out around Revenant's Toll to get the Scions all moved in the Rising Stones. And I'm trying to get some glamour. So I'm coordinating with Kel here. I need it so I can get the dyeable AF gear. Alright. So, let's head back and into everything and pick up. There is much work to be done right here in Revenant's Toll, and we hope you can help. The Toll grows prosperous and attracts the jealous attention of Garleans and low creatures. We must see to our fortifications if we are not to be overrun. The perimeter wall is solid enough. What we lack is perceptible magical defenses that will repel our enemies. What we lack is less perceptible magical defenses that will repel our enemies, the sort scholars of antiquity say were powered by ancient ward stones. I am told there are many such stones in the ruins at Karn, the sunken temple. More than a few temple raiders have been foiled by their magics, no doubt. It seems a fine jest that we adventurers are now to be guarded by the same magic that protected the treasures of Karn against our 2 adroit fingers. The temple is in southern Sanalin, as you may know. A lass by the name of Bibimu is the resident naturalist there. She will grant you entry, for she owes a favor or two to our guild. I've no doubt that you'll come across a wardstone as you make your way through the ruins. Bear in mind that your success will serve to strengthen relations between the Adventurers Guild and the Scions. Of course, these are flavor ones. Well, what's this one say? Okay. I will correct myself. I will do the ones that don't unlock shit. Because they are more likely to be relevant, timely. Because I don't want to get anachronistic either. That's part of the problem. I don't want to, like, go all the way forward and do all this stuff, and then have it come back here and have Slavborn be like, hey, if you want to come to the Rising Stone, well, we're already here. Greetings, Gale. You've come at just the right time. A visitor is waiting for you in the workshop. A friend of Sid, it seems. Realizing your preoccupation with other matters of import, I suggest she wait at the 7th heaven until your arrival, but she refuses to leave. I fear you have a brash client on your hands, friend. Are you ready to go inside? I fear waiting will only make her more irritable. And it's Jessie, whom you may find a kinship to another Jessie, who also hangs around with a Biggs and a Wedge. So, you're Mr. Fairheart, eh? Took you long enough. The name's Jessie, Deputy President of Garland Ironworks. Don't look too impressed now. In truth, I'm nothing more than an engineer. But thanks to you filling Master Garland's head with damn fool ideas of heroism and saving the realm, there's no one else around to fill his golden britches. We've been busting our collective arses on these orders from Highwood Skyways, and are still only scraping by. The real problem is, with Master Garland gone, productivity's dropped like the knickers on a stone throw's strumpet. The company will be in deep if something ain't done. And that's why I'm here. Sure, our machinists have made their fair share of chronometers and plasma lamps, but we need something grand, something that'll have clients on their knees, literally begging us to take all the sparkling gill. I want you to show me how the magic armor you borrowed from our friends, the Guardians. Yes, I know all about your little foray in the Praetorium. You can thank Biggs and Wedge for that. I reckon there's a lot we can learn from the Reaper, and after all you've done to distract Master Garland, I'd say you owe us that much and more. Yes, you can look at my magic tech. There's Maggie. This is amazing! Do you even know what you have here? Listen to that cerulean engine. I've never heard anything so sweet. And like the servo mechanism should be... Wait, a mammoth core? Why didn't I think of that? They're so easy to come by. Mass production would be as easy as stealing candy from a baby, or cores from a mammoth. But what in the 7 bloody hells have you done to the cannon's poor convergent modulator? Burn it out firing victory rounds after slaying some family of rabid squirrels, no doubt. It's a wonder the whole suit isn't a steaming pile of molten slag. Such a waste. What in the builder's name are you looking at? You need something to fix your prying eyes on? Try the wall. Any road, I can't bear to see such a fine piece of work in such a sorry state. I'll patch her up as best I can, but you'll need to gather the parts needed for the job. Think of it as one of them adventurers you seem so keen on. A make number 49 Magitech converter and a make number 50 Magitech oscillator should do the trick. Oh, and the Magitech cannon barrel make number 51. I can't guarantee she'll be good as new, but at the very least she'll be in better shape than she's in now, which still ain't saying much. Eyes on me, Gale. I ain't done with you yet. That is, unless you know whereabouts one might stumble across a spare converter, oscillator, and cannon barrel. No? Didn't think of. So here's a hint. It rhymes with Castrum Sentry. You see, Guardian-made technology is what we're after, and I can't think of a better place to find some. So Castrum Sentry rhymes with Castrum Sentry. Off with you now. Sorry, still working on trying to get my glamour. Okay. And see, that makes sense because we've recently knew that Wags and Biggs and Wedge went off to do their own little highway skywinds. Highwind sky. I can't talk. It's gonna be a great stream. Ah, Gale, it is most welcome to see you again. Look at the hustle and bustle of adventurers, where there were but rocks not long ago. As one of those who has been here since the beginning, I am humbled by the sight. Yet none of us can be full glad, for the Garlean forces nearby like not our bustle at all, and our hustle even less. They seek to move us on soon, and we are all but certain. This is no idle speculation, Gale. 3 steel-bound crates of the familiar type were delivered to Cassim Sentry not 2 days ago. The contents are no doubt arms. To defend the land they hold, to take what we hold, neither is particularly attractive prospect, you must admit. I propose a third outcome that is less likely to claim lies, if you would aid me. Destroy the crates and their contents now. Use these explosions I had rushed from the Alchemist Guild. They will do the job, rest assured. Who better to make this attempt than you, who once walked undetected into Cassim Sentry? 12 speed your way, brother adventurer. And there's one more up here. Well now, in the nick you are, lad, again showing up just when you're needed. I'm waiting on a supply carriage from Gridania. It should have been here by now, even if they stopped a spell in Fallgourd float to wet their whistles. The carriages always pass through the North Shroud. Here, stretch those legs some, why don't you? Go and ask the wood whalers over in the float if they've seen something. Alright. Not unlocking any of that stuff. This is over in Castrum Sentry. Crate go kaboom. And then we do have a random side quest over there. We're gonna hold off on that one until we see if we end up going that way. Let's do the Castrum Sentry stuff first. And then maybe Fallgourd and then no, maybe we'll do Karn so we can queue while we wait and do Fallgourd while we're waiting. You have a nice little thing on your head. Makes me want to kill you. There we go. It's the last one I needed. Don't mind me. Just passing through. Oop, there's a shiny over there. You are not going to paralyze me. Let's see, what else can we find? That I gotta blow up. Kaboom! There's another. Ah, it's a storage crate. Yeah, like the Tam Tara one, that's got flavor. You know, we were following around Edda and all that kind of stuff, but it's not like that's pertinent to our MSQ. That we can do anytime. I was wondering if you're just gonna sit there and watch me. Boom! Okay, just need one more storage crate. And we'll be out of here. Actually, that'll take us... Oh, northern Thanalan, which then takes us to central Thanalan, which then we would need to go over to western No. No. And then we need to go all the way down to southern Okay, no, we're not just gonna cut down there. Alright, where's this other storage unit? I wonder if it's outside. It's probably not outside, but... just in case. I keep seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Well, maybe it's a storage unit. Nope, it's just something out of the corner of my eye. I will say, as much as I'm enjoying playing through this on Gale, I'm looking forward to playing something else on PC some nights. Just because I have a lot of PC games that I want to play, and right now, anytime I felt like playing on my PC, it's like, well, I gotta do this, because I gotta get through it. And then when I don't feel like being in this chair any longer because I'm working from home and it involves sitting in this chair all day, then I go downstairs and play on my Switch or my PlayStation. And yes, it still feels weird that I say I have a PlayStation because I never thought I would have a PlayStation. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake happened. And now I have to catch up in PlayStation Land. But I will not be streaming PlayStation Land because I am not going to buy a capture card when I have no audience yet. If I get an audience and the audience would like to watch me play PlayStation, then I will consider. But at this point, no need. Where is this last storage unit? know it's not down there. Why am I checking down there? No. It's gotta be another one of those. The only one over there. We got one there. Okay, so we didn't get one in the third part, so it's gotta be in the third part. And I just walked past it. Or I didn't search thoroughly enough. Alright, let's search more thoroughly. Can I see it from here? No, thank God. I want a more impressive axe. Since we're not doing relics, it's gonna be a while before I can get a more impressive axe. Ah, there we are. Found you. Have to keep our eye out for some good drops in dungeons and glamour something on. Breakman's a lot of good axes. Look at here. I'm trying to get my glamour by Kel. We have deals being struck in the making. Alright. Let's go turn these in. And then we'll head to Karn. No. Get your sticky tongue away from me. Better late than never. Let me guess, you've lost, no, broken, no, traded for magical beans, the parts we need. What is your problem? Developed in the 49th year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this mechanical device transforms raw ethereal energies into a more stable form. Developed in the 50th year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this mechanical device emits signals by generating waves in the ether. Developed in the 51st year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this cylindrical tube is perfectly calibrated to ensure almost no deviation in projectile trajectory. And see, it makes sense to repair the Magitech now, because technically we can use it. Well, it colored me mildly impressed. I was half expecting the worst and got, well, less than the worst. Don't get all giddy on me now. You're still not off the hook for stealing away Master Garland. But I'll admit, I'm beginning to see why he might feel the need to latch himself onto an adventurer like he might a stray pup. Alright, let's see if I can't salvage this mess of a masterpiece. I need to fix my camera. It's bleeding a little bit. See if I can fix that now. Come here. Oops. Wrong way. There we go. Now it's not bleeding. Phew, I think that's it. Both Magitech and photo cannons should be functional. That said, I'm no Garlean. There's no third eye hidden under these lovely locks, and there's a great deal I don't know about their machina. I can't guarantee the cannons won't misfire, but then again, misfire is better than no fire, eh? Even so, I wouldn't recommend using the weaponry in actual battle. Speaking of fire, it's high time I got back to the ironworks. Patching up those cannons has given me a few ideas. You take good care of that armor, or you'll have to answer to me, Gale. Your Magitech's magic and photon cannons are now operational. Oh! Well, that is timely. Before, we couldn't do it, but now we can. That's a flavor piece I'm glad I did. I was kind of wondering if it would, like, upgrade my mount. And it did. Things you forget. Ow. Alright. There we go. Well, we could hear the explosions. I knew you would make a success of it. This should draw the Garlean sting for a while, but not for too long. We must be vigilant for... However did I afford such quality mentions, you ask? Munitions, not mentions. Munitions. Oh, Gale, you needn't concern yourself with such trivial details. Nevertheless, your stealth and compassion are appreciated in equal measure. I am a lucky man indeed to be part of this fellowship, adventurers, one and all. Yes, I'll take aiming, healing, I don't want any of those. I want, like, maiming, or no. Mine, money. Alright. Let's head to Danalan. see if I can get out of here in the proper direction, because I always get lost in Little El Amigo. Slight detour. Now see, last time I'm pretty sure Karn was just a side thing, like we didn't have to do it, but then this is MSQ. Behold the magnificent ruin of the sunken temple of Karn. We know it was used by the Baladians for greater glory of Azima the sun goddess. As for the rest of it, you'll hear that when I'm good and ready to publish. Oh, you're the adventurer that Slaftborn sent word about? Yes, no doubt there are wardstones to be had deep inside the ruins. I regret to remind you, however, that this temple has been the death of many an adventurer. Slaftborn wasn't too specific about that, was he? These ruins are practically the antechamber to Thal's workroom, but do not let me deter you from your task. If you wish to proceed, be my guest. I wish to proceed. Alright. Wait, not hard? Just regular? Huh. So I guess if you didn't do it as a side quest before, you would be forced to do it now. I have done regular. Yeah, use it to enter the regular. Interesting. Yeah, Kel and I are gonna unsync it just to go quickly. Because we've already run this. We've already been through it once. And I know there's a hard. So we'll see what happens. Undersized to confirm. Karn. Now I could see what an unsynced one looks like. Where Kel just kills everything. He looks taller than me because his axe is bigger than mine. He can kill it with one shot, and I still do a lot of... Roar! This is hilarious. I killed that one! Uh-oh. Gale has a rather obnoxious laugh. I can help. Magic. Fruit. Cal says there was a boss. Alright, now let's see what happens. Do I get hard right away? I have to go back to Slathborn. Okay. For a minute there, I thought I was on a horse. I'm like, Gale doesn't have any horses. You'll have to explore the Sunken Temple of Card if you're to find a ward stone. Succeed and you earn the undying gratitude of the Adventurers Guild. Fail and Thal will reward you in the next life. Enchanted with magics of questionable potency, these stones are coveted by the scholarly and superstitious alike. You found a ward stone? Incredible! Ah! Can you not feel the power that emanates from this humble stone? Eh? Not really? Ha! Just like a Lominson. Practical to a fault. Let me tell you, there is more true magic than you take. Let me tell you, there is more true magic than you credit in taking all possible precautions. One thing is for certain, the temple managed to stymie more explorers than ordinary dangers can account for. If any of that can be attributed to this stone, then it's Garleans and the Beastmen who'll have to settle their accounts with the gods. Fending. That's what I want. Alright, like put on that choker. And we still have to go to Falgord. Do-do-do-do. A supply carriage bound for Revenant's Toll? Hasn't come through here, I can tell you that. But maybe it's the same one. We just received word of an Exali attack on a carriage, you see. Seems like too much of a mere coincidence, but you never know. May as well have a look, eh? You'll find one of our men on the scene. The carriage was waylaid on the road just east of here. On it. Doodle-doo. Hello! What have we here? An adventurer by the 12 and a suitably gaunt one. As you can see, a few gentlemen of the road, or gentle birds if you must, ambushed this carriage, took the cargo, and both coachmen. How's that for a day's work? The tracks lead to the Exali logging grounds to the north. You look a hungry sort. How about it? Will you rescue the coachman and recover those provisions? Are you calling me skinny, Mr. Skinny Elf? In my bulky warrior gear? It'd make more sense if you were calling me fat or something. Watch Wolf. Not participating in the fate, so you won't attack me. Aw, but it means I can't attack the Watch Wolf either. Thank you for freeing me, stranger. I can manage alone from here on. I shall await your safe return at the carriage. 12 speed your way, adventurer. Phew, I thought I was done for. These supply runs are getting a little too interesting for my tastes. I'd best get out of here before the birdmen come back in force. Many thanks, and try not to get killed. The birdmen are here in plenty of force. I just haven't killed any of them to free you. Chilly. Oh, there was one more back this way. And I missed it? Zutolo, I have missed one. Sukablo, what is this? How am I getting this? Sweet little succulent crab. There we go. If I pass another non-fate wolf, we'll kill it. Oh, yep, one respawned. Yeah, I knew you'd come too. Whatever. Kill them all, here we go, in the sauce, not a flower. Just now I stuff you with bread, don't hurt, 'cause you're dead, and you're suddenly lucky you are. 'Cause it's gonna be hot in my big silver pot. We are both in your debt, good adventurer. I shudder to think what fate the Ixal had in mind for us. You seek the provisions meant for Revenant toll? It pains me to say, but this is all that remains. The carriage is in no state to resume the journey, nor are the chocobos. We shall have to arrange another transport. Would you take word back to Guolgum? Sure. This one I can do without teleporting. No, I'm feeling lazy. Let's teleport. Oh, wait. I don't have to do anything. I can click that. Because I've forgotten all about the home key this entire damn time. I could have pushed it any time to go back to Limsa instead of paying to go back to Limsa. Attacked by the Ixal? Well, roll me in stardust and dash me from the sky. Not that I'd be surprised, mind you. Gossips sleep where adventurers sleep, and I've heard the talk of the primals waking. Beastmen won't let a sleeping primal lie, will they? But never mind that, you did well enough saving these two coachmen. I'd go put some meat on your bones with the reward. Looking far too thin you are. What's with calling me thin, people? I am a good, healthy male hero, thank you very much. Slackborn? I don't want to be welcome to Morble County. Huh. What to do? Ah, Gale! Mayhap you can cut through this knot of ours. Revenant's toll grows, yet does not prosper. We draw adventurers from far and wide, or rather, the Allegan ruins draw them. So busy are they collecting tombstones and relics that they've no time for calls from the Adventurers Guild. I feel that many who come to the toll have no sense that we are a guild. You visit Rowena's establishment, do you not? That's the kind of bustle and camaraderie I'd like to see at the guild. Now, tales of your daring do are certainly known to all. You're the genuine article, and I'd ask humbly for you to render some service to us in this matter. If you were to rid the wilds of the seedkin that threaten the toll's expansion, it might inspire some fledgling guildmates to do the same. Those laboring at the outpost frontier are being harassed by mortals coming through the tangle. I would have you help keep the workers safe by slaying them before they have a chance to leave their wretched home. Once others see such a storied adventurer as you working to expand Revenant's toll, they'll surely be inspired to do the same. Okay. Let's go kill some morbles. Didn't even get a bad breath off. That's what I'm talking about. It's a really obnoxious laugh. Ah, Gale, the Adventurers Guild has marked the completion of their request for your aid and honors your service. Already the toll buzzes with talk of your valiant excursion into the Tangle. Not a few adventurers have chosen to help on the frontier. Know that the Scions will hear of your success. Fending. Which ring is weaker? 49, 47. Replace the weaker. Oh, because it's a bracelet, not a ring. Okay. That would do her. I'm getting unique fireworks. Ah, I forgot to mention before. I received word from the guild they've seen more adventurers take up job requests in the last few days than in the past moon. Huh, but of course one good turn leads to another, we hope. There's a job that might be too much for those who expect interest. We'd like you to handle this one, before an unprepared adventurer meets an untimely end. We received word from a scouting party we sent to the Singing Shards that a group of Hydylaens is making passage impossible. Someone needs to take care of them so the scouts can make progress. Not that I've no faith in the other volunteers, but I suspect few of them have stood against a Hydylaen. Ignominy isn't something we can afford at the present. We have appearances to keep up if we are to maintain our growth after all. A seasoned adventurer like you ought to know that a bad reputation's like bad breath. No one will ever speak frankly of what ails you. You just had me do marbles and now you're referencing bad breath. And you expect me to think it's actually like our bad breath. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, and while we're headed this way, we will go pick up, because we can't go up that way, this little one over here. It's not going to unlock anything, it'll be safe. Oh no. If this is what I think it is, I'm not doing it. 7 hells are those bloody furballs blind, Scafru skin, not Scafru squin. It's writ clear as day. Ahem, pardon me, the Moogle meant no harm, I'm sure, but this marks the 3rd time this past fortnight I found myself in possession of a delivery intended for another. I do not expect all Moogles to be well versed in Rogan naming conventions, but when they are unsure of the intended recipient, could they at least have the courtesy to ask before dumping it off and flitting away unseen? Look closely here. The missive is clearly marked for my brother, Risflo Sakur-Sin. He makes his home in Limsa and serves on guard duty at the Octant more often than not. I have a mind to send this letter right back where it came from, but my confidence is those furballs wear thin. I put my trust in them, and I'd not be surprised to see the letter end up in the hands of one-eyed Helfrol himself. Perhaps you could deliver this letter to Risflo the next time your travels take you to Limsa, and tell him that though his sister would never think of reading his mails, she thinks she could do much better for himself than some vapid tavern wench. We'll do that. Okay, it just turns it in right away. And then that probably unlocks the postmaster bunch of quests, which we will not do. At least, not now. Since we've done all the flavor, it might be fun to go back and redo that and see if, like, we remember any of the people that we interact with or anything like that, but that's for another time. Why am I getting lost? Here we go. No heartburn. And heartburn all weekend. I don't need more heartburn. Part of the reason I didn't stream it all this weekend is because of the damn heartburn. Where is Shadow when I need him? I didn't mean to click on that. Although now that I did. Ah, interesting. Answering the call. You return and look none the worse for wear. I rejoice to remark. Your reputation precedes you yet again. The seventh heaven is abuzz with talk of your deeds. We've already signed up a score more to answer further requests from the guild. Revenant's toll grows and prospers to the benefits of the guild and the Scions. Did I not tell you there was much magic in being prepared? Aiming, healing. Geigen's tall war axe. Ooh, that's much better. That's finally we get an intimidating, cool looking axe. And a buffalo calf. I can't tell you how grateful we all are to have you here, now more than ever. We have a major crisis on our hands, you see, one which will demand your full attention for weeks, if not months. I'm sorry, Gale, if you've made any other plans, you'll just have to cancel them. You honestly believed me, didn't you? There is such a thing as being too long-suffering, you know? I fear we may have overdone it with the errands, necessary though they were. Anyway, your work here is done, for the time being at least. Master Alphino has sent word that you are report to him at the Waking Sands. I gather he wants to know how you've been getting on. Be sure to tell him how welcome we've made him feel, won't you? So, guess what we get to do? Go back to the Waking Sands. Trip number 18. It wasn't even anybody's ideas. He just sort of was like, oh, Minfilia's gone. Guess I'm in charge now. And Stola and Yida, like, just kind of did their own thing, but nobody told him no. And Minfilia's not telling him no. Just because he's Louis Sua's grandson, he thinks he owns the place. I'd rather have Papalimo in charge. And we've got a couple more patches until we know exactly how bad of an idea it is. Oh, while we're in Limsa, that's gonna take me all the way back to the Aetherite, isn't it? Yup! And that didn't happen. Especially one as arrogant. I can't think of any other. He's arrogant. He's afraid of ghosts. He's oblivious. And you know how you know you're not in Belmog? Because you come over here, and there's no dancer. It's empty. Can't swim. He's useless! Well, if it ain't what's your face. I remember you when you were just another wide-eyed whelp fresh off the boat. Reckon this city would eat you alive, but I'm glad to see you've proven me wrong. Already misdelivered once, the fate of this envelope addressed to one Risflo lies solely in your capable hands. A letter for me, delivered to my sister of all people? Well, isn't that just bloody brilliant? Perhaps next time those bloody furballs could just forward all my personal correspondence to the Admiral herself. I dare say the consequences would be less dire. 100,000 apologies, my good sir. I am most profusely, profoundly sorry for the terrible inconvenience I have caused. You may rest assured that the offending Moogle has been flogged several times with a large harbor herring as due punishment for his negligence. Kupo, wow. You have my word that we delivery Moogles shall retriple even, our efforts to ensure that no precious parcel or missive ever again goes astray. Behold, for I shall now perform for you the Moogle dance of inimitable integrity. Settle your wings, my Moogle friend. I don't believe that will be necessary. And by that, I mean, for the love of gods, just don't. Wait a bleeding minute. Am I believe I'm talking to a Moogle? In the flesh? Well, if this isn't a rare occasion, haha. And Slimlane, take me if you aren't a cute little bugger. Just moments ago, I'd half a mind to wring this incompetent courier's neck, but I'm not so petty a man as to vent my frustration on a defenseless ball of fur. Besides, how can I hold it against you? With the population of the realm burgeoning of late, I'd be lying if I said I myself didn't have trouble keeping names and faces straight. Any road, what's-his-face here was kind enough to deliver my letter, and I have your word that no more mistakes will be made. As far as I'm concerned, this is all water under the bridge. Oh, you are too kind, the kindest, good sir. As for you, my adventuring friend, I dare say you would make a superlative delivery here if you put your mind to it. Traveling to far-flung lands, rekindling old friendships and cultivating new ones, staying abreast of the latest happenings in the realm. Why, if there's a more fulfilling career to be had, I know not of it. So, what say you, Kupo? No. Splendid answer. You did say yes, right? My ears are covered with fur, you see. Anyhow, in recognition of your efforts on behalf of our friend Wisflaw, I hereby waive the stringent screening examination typically administered to those who would join our ranks. Welcome aboard! I am the Deputy Post Moogle in charge of tutelage and training, in other words, your superior. As such, you will address me with due respect and follow each and every one of my instructions to the letter. No pun intended. Are we understood, Kupo? Of course we are. Now, allow me to explain your duties. When you see me floating about in the vicinity where we now stand, you may take this as a signal I have one or more letters that I cannot be bothered, that I have deemed suitable for your training. Hi, Nims. How are you? Approach me and declare your readiness for the task, and I will entrust one of said letters to you, along with the directions for its delivery. And so your journey begins, Kupo. Mind you, until you prove yourself, I will be overseeing all your deliveries to ensure that you do not shirk or slack in your duties. No, not that a dutiful delivery courier like you would even consider such a thing, yes? Watch me. Watch me. those were fun. We'll do eventually. Shirk? Had the exact same thought. Alright. We're on our way to the Waking Sands. Say hi, Nim. You're on camera. Oh. 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 Hi. Hi. What do you need? Do you need anything at all? I'm gonna go back to my game, okay? Not that much. Keep going, and there. Okay, that's good enough. Oh look, a delivery Moogle. I just said Moogle. I blame Ange. Nothing new. Yeah, we know that already. Okay. Ah, Gale, you've returned. I trust that kept you busy in Revenant's toll. We have had nary a moment's rest since you departed. Despite our best efforts, however, we've begun to fall behind. No matter, we shall soon make up the lost ground with you here to help us. Now, there are a number of packages which must needs be delivered to Revenant's toll as a matter of urgency. Don't give me that long-suffering look. I only require you to take them upstairs to Tataru. She will handle the rest. The packages are scattered about the halls, but each is clearly labeled, so you should have little trouble finding them. Now, if you excuse me... Your report? Later. Why are you in charge? I want to go report to Minfilia. Have you been keeping well, Gale? We may have earned ourselves a respite, but there's still much and more to do. Together, let us continue to shine the crystal's light upon Eorzea. I have a package to pick up here. The brat sent me. Too much. Now I'm crooked. Okay. I'm a little off center, but... Okay. That's what I get for trying to show Nim. So much has happened in this place. If the walls could talk, such tales they would be able to tell. There we go. so much to do, so much to do. At this rate, we'll never get to Revenant's Toll. Marked for shipment to Revenant's Toll and filled with heavy, unknown items. Remember to lift with your legs, not your back. Bless your heart, I completely forgotten about those. Let me check the labels against my list. Oh, these are the last ones. Thank the 12, it's almost... Oh dear, I did contact the courier, didn't I? As it just so happens, I've been meaning to contact you, Gale. I have an important personal request, you see, which I couldn't possibly entrust to anyone else. Stop flattering me, Tataru, and just say what you want. I want that axe. Now I look cool. And see, once I die, I get my dyeable gear. It'll be blue to match the blue. I like it. I like it. I'll do the clamor off stream though. Just out of curiosity, what is the bow at this stage? Don't mind Gale. I don't think Raken has that one saved. Because I don't know if I was a bard at this point. Preparing for the move is taking a terrible toll on everyone's mental and physical well-being. People have been carrying on for days at a time with barely any food or drink, never mind rest. Some have been too busy to visit the privy, for God's sake. I try to lift the spirits, but encouraging words simply aren't enough anymore. Given that nothing short of hitting them over the head with something heavy will persuade them to rest, my only remaining option is to try improving their diet. I know just how to do it too, with a special tonic proven to revive flagging spirits. But for that, I require Hydylaen tea leaves, and the one merchant I knew who sells them is completely out of stock. Harvesting them myself isn't an option either, as the plant only grows in Kurthus, and I'm in no position to leave the Waking Sands at present. But you are, Gale, and since you now understand how important this is, you'll surely agree to assist me. Great! I'll take that silence as a yes. I learned the recipe from an Ishgardian acquaintance of mine who serves at Camp Dragonhead. Midgutzel's her name. She'll know where to obtain Hydylaen tea leaves. I'm sure of it. Godspeed. Alright, off to Dragonhead. Now there's a face I shan't soon forget, not after all the chaos you left in your wake. 'Twas for the best, of course, but still. Tataru sent you in search of Hydylaen tea leaves? Ha! Had you come but a few bells sooner, I'd have given you my remaining supply. Alas, you did not, and now I have none. Where did I acquire my stock? Emmanuel, where else? He sells more than wines and spirits, after all. As ever, it is a pleasure to serve such an esteemed personage as yourself. Alas, I cannot furnish you with that which I do not have. I know not when my next shipment will arrive, but I fear it will not be soon. Assuming you cannot afford to wait, might I humbly suggest that you consider harvesting the leaves yourself? If you travel to Boulder Downs and scour the riverbanks, you should have no trouble finding the plants. The real challenge will be keeping the local fauna at bay while you set about picking the tea. But what are mere beasts to the brave adventurer who fought at Lord Haurchefant's side? Or how about the warrior of light for whom Lord Haurchefant fought at my side? But no, I'm just the errand boy. know, that doesn't look as tall as it feels. La 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 la. Yep, I see some over there. Hydylaen tea leaves. And look, the fauna are leaving me alone because they know I would kick their ass. Excuse me. Did I not just say you were leaving me alone because I would kill you? See, I killed them. You should run away. Instead of Levin shower me. There we go. Next. Is this one under the bridge or... Oh, over there. I see it. I see it. Excuse me, mud puppies. I just need to get to this little island here. Alright, guess what? Now we have to go back to the Waking Sands. If it was Revenant's toll, be right around the corner. Always return to the Waking Sands. Oh yeah, I've had this counter going from the beginning. At any time, if you would like to check it out, exclaim Sands to see how many times I have gone to the Waking Sands. Arcus. How are you doing today, Kuramatsu? Doing alright, doing alright. I'm at my wit's end, Gale. The tonic is the Scions' only hope. Without it, I don't know what will become of us. Please, you have to find those leaves. Harvested from a species native to Kurthis, when brewed, they yield a refreshing tea. This is not how Tataru intends to use them. You brought them! You really brought them! Thank you so much! There's no time to waste. I shall begin brewing without delay. Dollop of honey, a fresh spring of mint, aloe extract, just so. I'm not gonna sing this. A tincture of tea, but no more than a hint to buoy my beloved bow. Nyx eyes and flan fresh ground to a paste. Fresh ogre, awful for... The news! Ah, I knew there was something I'd forgotten to mention. Awful made you think of the news? Ill tidings, Gale, as ill can be. Another crisis in the making. I'm afraid. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Kurthis. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his lead. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, technically the Ixal have summoned Garuda, and Papa Limo's downstairs waiting to tell me that I gotta take care of it, but I'm avoiding that right now. Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing that you can't handle. Now, go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. I think this is King Moogle Mog. Moogle Moog. Which should bring me towards the end of this patch. Which has yet to be voice acted. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Wanna kill some Moogles, Kel? I was hoping for a break! That was the thing! I wanted to just kick back and relax during Death by Cutscene. But no, it's all on me! Thine arrival is customarily timely, Gale. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talent will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, Geez, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the mooglesguard beyond such follies. Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. I'm nodding, I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hydylaen. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Gale. Edda and Papolino will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. And I'm voicing everything. I'm not necessarily acting everything. You want an excellent rendition of Alphado? Check out Glycanstream sometime. You'll want to tear your ears off. Alright, we're just gonna jump over here. This is why I saved my money, just so I can teleport. Thank you for the applause. I appreciate it. A pleasure to see you as always, Gale. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise your role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. The other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Of course. I can actually walk around in here? Usually this is pure cutscene. It must be something bad to have gotten Kuplo Kop this worried. Have you seen the way his thingamajiggy is bobbing? A threat to Moogle kind. I had hoped the antecedent suspicions were ill-founded, but I cannot see who else it could be. Our guest has brought ill tidings, which must needs be heeded. Isn't that right, Kuplo Kop? Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this at all, but I suppose Reiyo's right. They've left us no choice, Kupo. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Kop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray, forgive this witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Gale, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mog XII has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle Mog XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle Mog XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And this is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moogle Mog XII, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Moogle kind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Edda, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle Mog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such a drastic measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last minute by the heroics of a chosen few. To you, who braved these tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the mooglesguard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. The fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes, come what may. I assure you, the mooglesguard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Moogle Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Moogle kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Gale, confront good King Moogle Mog XII and drive him from our midst. Okay. Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mooglesguard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother E. Sumi Yan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray, seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Anybody else? There's nobody else. Oh. Ooh, let me talk to Connie. If you are to confront good King Moogle Mog XII, you must needs find a way to defend his magical defenses. Go talk to my brother. Okay. Welcome, Gale, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Moogle Mog XII is of great comfort to me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, why don't you turn around and look at me? The Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Potion, ether, high elixir. There, now you're looking at me. Oh, you have one too. You have selected Regicide. The wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the selfsame method employed 5 years ago when the first king was summoned to Eorzea. It is with great regard that we are forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplokop confided in me that they had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the mooglesguard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been able to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Moogles might have succumbed to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kuplokop's keystones, Gale. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Shore Pier. Impress upon him the great need, and I am certain he will yield. And now I have one night in Bangkok stuck in my head. Thank you very much. Lancers Guild. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that? Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweetbloom Pier and I'll go on ahead. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. Those are big Moogles. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this cure? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylph, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to this King Moogle, he plots treason against the crown. Enough! Kuplokop will answer for his crime soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Moogle Mog XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. They're humongous! The king is planning to purge the Twelveswood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the mooglesguard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Please do not make this a beck and quest. Will you follow me? Do I have to beckon you? Okay, you're following me of your own will. Right? You're with me? You're just slow, but you're with me. Okay. A malevolent fungus! Oops. Malevolent squirrels! Quick, get my father! Relevant Galago. Where? Where? Oh, there it is. I was hiding behind the boar. Oh, there's another Ked somewhere. Come here. Don't attack the Moogle. Don't let it hurt me. Don't let it hurt me. I'm trying my best. Spinach. It must be all spinach. I think there's a couple behind me. Oh, I'm gonna get out of the way. Gonna get out of the way. Or Kel will get mad at me. Getting out of the way. We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an aetheryte, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson, and send the king back whence he came. See if I can recruit a couples before I queue. Apparently I'm sitting up higher. Now I can tilt this up. Oh, Leia's up on the perch! Hi, Leia. You're on camera. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. Let's see. That straightens it out a little bit better. And then it's... Alright, let me get these two. Invite to party, invite to party. Okay, there we go. Waiting on a Mard. rid of that one. Thorn March. I'm not going to undersize us. I don't care if they're ready or not. Click and go. Fortunately, this guy here looks like a paladin. So if he tries to go in, it won't be our party. Moogle side. Time for Moogle side. Says we have about 3.5 minutes, maybe, if we queue in time. See if this guy goes before us. Okay, Kuramatsu, I have a question. Earlier you said mood. What does that mean? It's the second time today I've seen it. I've never seen it before. Okay. So, like, a more emotional version of word. It's mood. Okay, cool. those two gotta go to maps in 10 minutes. We are at 5:12 over 5 minutes. What's up, Shadow? How you doing? Have you gained a level recently? Let's check. I knew something like that would make it pop. Click. 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 Oh! We're at 4. Alright, everybody. If you haven't watched Koji Fox have to sing this, you need to go watch it from the fan festival. It's hilarious. The hats. Kupo, who in the 7 hells are they? Meddling adventurers, I'd wager. Mooglesguard to arm! Defend the king! Kupo! Woohoo! Tail can lead. It's been a while since I've done hard. Hopefully we don't have to, like, mark them. Although it looks like Cal might be doing that, or somebody might be doing that anyway. Kill the white mage! Kill the white mage! Don't worry about the tank. Don't let him sing his song! Oh, I don't have the Moogle dance. Ta-da! Team effort! Pass. I don't need a book. You guys can have the book. I can now accept the next class job quest. No, I got a ways to go before I get there at MSQ. You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Moogle Mog XII, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the mooglesguard when you did. Thank you, Gale. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Pukni Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Raya O at Camp Tranquil, and you can relay the news to the chieftain. And she can relay the news to the chieftain. Thanks, guys. And I can get to... screw it. I'm not running that far. I missed! I missed! Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moogle Mog XII, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen? All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Raya O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery and service to the Twelves Wood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Gale. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray, return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Okay. Conjurer's Guild. The Elder Seer is expecting you, sir. May I show you in? Pretty sure this patch is almost done. So I think I'm going to play until I finish the patch, and then I'll call it for tonight. And then go have dinner, because I haven't had dinner yet. And get out of this chair. Everyone wants to hear your tale, Kupo. What are you waiting for? Tell them! Tell them! Gale, Kupo Cop says you killed the king. I'm pleased, of course, but it completely spoiled the end of your story. Silly Moogle. By Louisoix's definition, the late King Moogle Mog XII was indeed a primal. But how can that be? It defies all precedent. Oh, just wait. We defy lots of precedents later. Gale, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any problem I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in the crystal and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means, Ascions, this whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupopo? They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. This is true, there are plenty of masked men in Gridania. Confound it all, how many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear, so long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Gale. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's home. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Edda and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and appraise the antecedents of all that has transpired. Why, sure, let's return to the Waking Sand. Yeah, you keep saying the same thing. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Gale. I received word from Yda and Papalimo that you had felled good King Moogle Mog XII, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascions. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Gale. Why do I want Voids and Blood? Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Gale. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. LSA shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him of any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something. Something important. I always want to turn too soon. What'll be interesting is when we move, will he still offer me Garuda? In the beginning, the struggle against the Empire to a decisive end, the nations of Eorzea spent much of their military strength. I fear the beast tribes have caught scent of the temporary weakness and will give us scant leave to rest. A hero's work is never done, Gale. Yeah, because you're going to stay there until I do Titan hard. Thou art ever welcome, Gale, but I require no assistance. Pray, take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. I have no idea what you just said, Urianger. Be not offended, Gale. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the fallings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Whence came that cry? The Solor, 12 forfend, the antecedent! Actually, I should do the hard mode primals before we finish these. I'll pick them up and do them off stream. Gale, you must. But now that I think about it, it won't make any sense to leave them. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Lathier was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Elidibus. An Ascion? Here! How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of Lahabrea. Lahabrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already know. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lasts the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. Lahabrea did not think so highly of the Echo. Lahabrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. The Echo is more than just the star shower. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait! Stay where you are. Ah! Surprised Nim didn't come running. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. She shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the Ardor? I wonder. Oh my god! Does he know? Emmett didn't know! Of course, I don't know what he's talking about, but does he know? I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry! What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Oriange, send word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascion robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascion, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the Waking Sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so braven? I know not and care not. Find him, Gale. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray, attend me, Tataru. I'm getting a request to actually go do Tatara in full flavor. In which case, I might take them up on that. Because then I can go through and read all the notes and just go slowly. First, I'm going to search for the white-robed Ascion, because I don't want them to have to make an unnecessary trip back to the Waking Sands. Where am I searching? Anywhere. Found him! I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. I am being judged. Follow the white-robed Ascion, 2 of 3. That doesn't quite make sense, but I know what it means. Anything else? Okay, keep going. Is it by her grace that you survived the ardor? I don't care about Imperial stuff, I just care about Ascion stuff. It's the cooler of the 2 storylines. screenshot at some point too. For a title bar on YouTube. Giggling Gigantoad versus just a laughing toad. I am still being judged. Always kill the conjurers first. Okay, Toad, you're in my way. It is hilarious that the Toad's not attacking. It's too low below me. There. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Hebrea could endure such an examination. It wasn't even that hard. Have the laws of men grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Hebrea. Even amongst his brethren he is considered unique. Nonetheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. You know! Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so it shall be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. You don't realize how good the good shit is when you do it the first time, because you have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Report to Minfilia at the Waking Sands. Okay, I'm counting this one, even though I don't have to go to Limsa. As soon as I figure out what direction I'm running. Okay. Did that not work? Stream elements must... I'm gonna leave that for now. I'll know in my head what it is, and I'll check on it later. Thank the gods you've returned, Gale. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so it shall be again. When does he speak? And of what exactly? I know! The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Let us set aside the matter of the Ascion until we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets, while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Alright, we'll do this. We'll pick up the one from Papalimo. And then if it tells us to go to Revenant, we'll do it by way of Ul'dah to re-pick up the Tam Tara quest. And then run that for flavor. And then I'll go have dinner. I'm not reading this again because I already did. Blah, blah, blah. She's back. Go stop her. Okay. I'll do it at some point. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The legacy of Minfilia's father, who perished in the parade incident of 1562, when a Gubu broke free of his magical fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah, contains a wealth of stolen Imperial research on the primals, as well as other information which has yet to be deciphered. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these material, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Is she really calling me from the other room? Yes, she is. She's calling me from the other room. Gale, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could not wait no longer. I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. Alright, Stola's still there. You have that. We're gonna stop by Ul'dah. Take a side step into Tam Tara. Read some really gruesome things. And then wrap up this patch. He is there. I already read it. There was a wedding. Livanne was invited, but Livanne is dead. And so Paiyo Reiyo wants to go investigate. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Okay, let's do this. See how many of them are not currently in party. Oh, they're already in party. Invite me! Oh, wait. Shit. I need to do this first. Well, it'll take them time to invite me if they're paying attention. Cal, are you paying attention? Now my bird moves super fast. Livanne's not in the grave. The body's been moved. What the hell is Edda doing? Okay, I did not read this part. Never came back to Bent Branch and finished unlocking. A lalafellian thaumaturge? Just so happens a felon like that went into the Deepcroft not a minute ago. There was a young lady with him, dressed head to toe in white. The lass was all smiles and giggles, like a maiden on her wedding day, but your friend looked stiff as a board. Can't say I blame him, though. Crypts do strange things to the best of us. You mean to head inside as well, do you? Well, take care you don't wake the dead, eh? Ha 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 ha. Tam Tara Deepcroft hard. And I'm not party leader. And Shasta Q. Do I need to hop into Discord to be with these people? Yay! Now for the creepy shit. That button. I finally mustered the courage to speak with your hero, my love. Gale is as kind and wise as he is brave and strong. He listened attentively as I told him all about you, about us. Though he is a man of few words, or perhaps because he is, everything he said seems to inspire me. Why, his gaze alone instilled me with a confidence I never knew I had. Truly, I felt better prepared to face the future for having met him. How right you were, my love. Onward! So I was Avere's hero. And I spoke briefly to Edda after his untimely death. Ange is in AF ferret gear. Cute! Yes, Kel, I know there's one there. Scarcely a week has passed since we returned to the village, and already I cannot help thinking it was a mistake. There was a time when this place seemed just large enough, but having seen the wider world, it all feels so insufferably confined that I often find myself struggling for breath. I know that is the same for you, my love. The only time I feel truly alive is when I am adventuring with you. We are as caged birds in the backwater. So long as we remain here, we may never spread our wings and soar. So let us take to the road and create a lifetime of wonderful memories together. She's doing fine. She's just not her usual scholarly self. I'm also not using cooldowns. I could not have hoped for a more romantic first visit to Mor Dhona. The crystals that pierced the landscape glowed in all their majesty, as if to celebrate our future together. And as we lazed by Silvertear Lake, watching the waves lapping at the shore, the sun took its leave behind the horizon, that we might enjoy a moment of intimacy. I want us to be together forever. You first said those words to me years ago, and you said them to me again tonight. I am so happy to be with you. Cal got ether, because Cal needs ether. And there's Livanne, who died in the massacre of the Waking Sands. She was a Scion for the time. Cal's watching me in lag. Hi, Nims. No, I don't want those. You have been looking deathly pale of late. The scorching heat of Thanalan does not agree with you. You were never fond of hot climes, and it was a mistake to come here. Let us make for Kurthus, where the bracing air will put roses on your cheeks. A discarded body. A spare soul. A spare will. I know, it is not easy being without a body. I promise to find one for you, but you must have patience. You are my husband-to-be, and there is nothing I would not do for you, so please, have faith in me. Give me time, my love, and I shall make you whole again, as you make me. Yep, she's carrying around a head. And had an intimate moment with it on Silvertear Lake. Don't think about it. missed. I am so sorry to keep you waiting, my love, but we cannot afford to compromise, not where your new body is concerned. Ordinary adventurers die often enough, leaving their ordinary corpses, but if you to be like Gale, we cannot settle for anything less than extraordinary. But a strong body requires an equally strong soul, as I recently discovered. Now you are probably worried that strong souls are rare, and so they are, but never fear, for we can create one ourselves. All we need is a plentiful supply of weaker kind, and they are common indeed. Be patient just a little longer, my love, and all will be as you desire. Clear the tomb of Galvan, the Dominator. This is where we ended before. It's Paiyo! I can't move my body! Help me! She's trapped him here! We must save the Lala! Oh no, Ange! Stay alive, Ange! No, no. No, no. I know, but this entire stream is, and I have all the Let's Plays on my YouTube where it is just MSQ full flavor. Kel's directing me over here. Thank you. With the nigh endless supply of bodies here, I will make you well again, my love. Then we shall be wed as man and wife, and forever be joined as the gods intended. Of course, it is only fitting that a proper ceremony be held, with guests in attendance. I will send out invitations to all our friends. They will be so happy for us, I have no doubt they will jump at the chance to part with their souls. You have an itchy ear, girl? Are you okay? I love you. I'm almost done. I'll be downstairs shortly. Yeah, Jinx, the idea that, I'm going through the story a second time just for the story, and I'm not doing any on-content? Yeah, I'm sure that boggles your mind. But that way, if you're ever interested in the story, you can go to my YouTube and watch it. I know, Leia, I know. I've been up here way too long. I know, baby girl. I know. So many things! I'm trying to collect all the things! There we go. I got a monk and bard! Well, Mart's got decent-ish AoE at this level. Almost done. Oh, now I have a Leia in front of the screen. Oh, I know, girl. I know. Come on, move, move, move. Well, she's blocking you. She's not blocking me. You're here for the game, not my face. Look, Avere, all these people have come to make you a gift of their souls. Isn't that kind? Even Gale is here. Now your dream of becoming like him can become true. I'm almost done, Leia. I'm almost done. Hey, it's tank. I don't have to worry about those things. I can just fight them. Leia, you have no idea what you're doing. It's adorable. Edda Pureheart, your wait is over, my love. All you have dreamed of is right here. To have and to hold, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. Leia, you're so ridiculous. Don't pull your hair out. Come on, not right now. I'm on the boss. I know you want me to leave, but we're almost done here. Don't pull your hair out, please. We're gonna try to compromise. Oh, shit. Here, eat. I'm sure Ange is losing her shit right now. I threw up home gang a couple times there just in case. Okay, Nims, you can have some too. Bye, Edda. You're falling down a deep dungeon. Here you go. Alright. Mr. Lalafell, I saved you. It's finally over. Would that it could have been different, but what choice did we have? See, and this ties in better because Livanne was a Scion, whereas all the other ones that I'm leaving just don't have much. Let this be my last act as an adventurer. I've done quite enough harm as it is. I mean to go home and live out my days in... Huh? No, it can't be. Ah, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Gale is not doing Deep Dungeon. Alright, let's go to Revenant's Toll and finish this patch. Okay. Leia didn't want me, she just wanted snacks. Or she's taking snacks as a substitute for me, so. Welcome, Gale, welcome. This is your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're going to like our new home. Well, what are you waiting for? Go in and have a look. I did not realize the Scions had moved until I arrived in Vesper Bay. Luckily, Oriange was kind enough to direct me here. I know I've only just joined, but if there is anything I can do to help, please let me know. Aha! Ashtola's here. I wonder if Ashtola is also in the Waking Sands to give us the Titan EX once we finish Garuda. We'll find out next time. As you can see, our Sharlayan allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. 'Twould be prudent for you to broaden your knowledge as well. I'd rather sit and read a tome than run errands. Oh, you wish to help? That's very kind of you, but I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be out having grand adventurers, not withering away here with me. As ravishing as ever, perhaps for old time's sake she would... Really? You're swooning over Flamen? God, Gale, don't sneak up on me like that. We bards are an easily startled lot. You're a rogue, you're not a bard. Those are daggers in your hands, not an bow on your back. The horror. The horror. I love the smell of victory in the morning. It smells like sweet... No. Toy sauce. No, victory. Yeah, victory. Why are we having an Apocalypse Now reference section? What the hell's Papa Limo gonna say? So here we are, completely independent and unquestionably neutral, or at least more so than before. Truth be told, I cannot say it feels that different. Of course, Yida begs to differ. I'm guessing Yida beat Hoary Boulder. Ugh! You can watch Glycan for that. Is it not wonderful, Gale? Nearly a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door, and I'm sure you're disappointed. I know full well they will come in time, but for now, let us enjoy the respite. Next patch, I'll try. Hopefully next patch we'll get voice actors. Well, it is certainly spacious. Now, Legacy, I'm picturing like the sound effects mini game in Whose Line Is It? Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence day. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, and serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Oh, bullshit, Elfino. Political considerations are your definition. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Nobody does this. For Eorzea! Guys, whenever we meet in person, we have to do this whenever we decide we're going to do something. A moment of your time, Gale. I would speak of Elidibus. Oh, Ariage happens to be here. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no! Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascion, perhaps? Or ochre, or puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Brea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascion menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Gale. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray, return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Cryle, where are you? Cryle? Who's Cryle? Oh, yes, patch ending. I can go have dinner. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? The Brawleth has a mohawk. We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. A realm awoken! Alright. Still waters. Thancred. We begin through the maelstrom some other time. I don't know if it'll be later this week or it'll be Sunday morning, but we've made a lot of progress. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours and I need dinner. So, I leave us now and bid you a good night. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you later. Enjoy your night. Good night, all. Good night.